Welcome to day 63 of the 100-day mindfulness challenge. My name is Miss Steer and today we are going to be more tree. We're doing a tree pose. Before we get started, a reminder that we're switching to our summer sessions next week. That means shorter sessions with a focus on practical activities, things that are going to keep you happy, kind, grateful, confident, and of course mindful over the summer. If you're looking for the channel, just type my name, Miss Steer, that's Steer, into YouTube. Don't miss out on the chance to experience this summer holidays like you've never experienced it before, in the present moment. See you soon. Okay, so why tree? Well, for one, I really love the yoga pose of the tree. It's really great for so many different things. It's challenging, but it's a great one to do. And for another though, when I think of change and transition and coping with that and sort of being strong and balanced throughout that, I often think of the tree as a bit of a symbol. I'm not going to say any more about that because I think we'll come back to that after we've done the posture. First though, let's do the technique. So all you need is a space where you aren't going to bump into any people or any furniture. You can have a go at this with shoes on, or you might want to take your socks off, but it depends on the situation that you're in. We need to be as safe and hygienic as possible. Whenever you're ready, stand up. Let's just go over the arm movements to begin with. So you can have prayer hands like this. You want to keep your elbows up when you do, or you can raise them above your head if you are comfortable. It does take a bit more balance. If you'd like though, you can just keep them on your hips. And let's just take our attention to our feet on the floor, and like we've done before, we're just going to shift our body weight. So get all of your body weight, or most of your body weight, onto one foot. I've moved my body weight to my left leg, and I'm just going to bring up my leg. I'd like you to do this and squeeze your leg at the knee. Just go as far as you can, and then just allow your foot to rest on the shin of the other leg. So we don't want to touch the knee here. You can go higher up if you've done this before. Just go as far as you can. Try and keep your hips in the center and let your knee come out rather than your hips. And do what you like to do with your hands. I've gone for prayer hands here. A bit windy though. And we're just seeing the movement here, the balance. Okay, bring that down. And now attention back to your feet. Let's shift our body weight to the other foot, now the other leg, and squeeze in. And just let that foot rest again on the other shin. I think it's best to do shin for now. I'm going to go a bit higher on this. My hips are a little bit better on this side, so I'm going to go all the way up. But please just do what you can. This is about how you pay attention really, rather than the movement itself. Hands on hips or prayer hands, or raise them above you if you can. If at any point you need to put your foot down, of course you can. Just like with meditation, if the thoughts or the distractions come in, then we notice them and we bring ourselves back. Very natural to wobble, especially if you've not done this before. Okay, now we're going to focus on a spot in the distance and see if that makes a difference. So let's go back to that original leg. I'm going for prayer hands here, and just up to the shin, bring one of those legs up. Body weight on one side. Keep your eyes fixed on that spot in the distance. If your eyes move, bring them back. And when you're ready, put your foot down and let's swap legs. Again, I want your eyes and your focus on a spot in the distance. See if this helps with your balance. If your eyes drift, bring them back. that foot down. Okay, this time we're going to experiment with sending our roots deep down into the floor. So it's a bit like a visualisation, this one, but we're still doing the move just as before. I want you to picture the roots coming out from under your feet and deep into the ground like a tree. And bring that leg up, same as before, but really imagine those roots. If you can, bring your gaze upwards, but you can still picture in your head those roots keeping you strong no matter what the weather. And bring that foot down when you can, and let's switch sides. Again, see those roots. Picture those roots deep in the ground as you bring your other leg up. Arms how you want, hips prayer or above your head. And really try and bring your gaze upwards, but see those roots going deep into the ground. How does that feel? Bring that leg down when you're ready, and we're just going to do one more round. This time we are going to do breaths to the count of 10. So slow in breaths and out breaths. In breath through the nose and out through the mouth. So bring that leg up, hands together, and I'm going to put mine above my head this time. So in breath through the nose, out through the mouth to the count of 2. And 3 in breath, and 4 out, and 5 in, and 6 out, and 7 in, and 8 out, and 9 in, and 10 out. When you're ready, allow your foot to come down and swap sides. Same again on the other side. Again, take your arms to where you are most comfortable having them. And leg up, and breathe in, and out for 2, and in 3, and out 4, and in 5, out through the mouth 6, in 7, out 8, in 9, last one out for 10. When you're ready, foot down, and we are done. Okay, so not only have you had a go at the tree pose there, but you've also had the chance to experiment with counting, with breath, with having a point in the distance to focus on, and with imagining roots. So I'd like you to have a think about if any of those things made a difference. Did any of those things make it easier to hold that position? Because it is quite a challenging balancing pose. There's some questions on the screen that I'd like you to go through either on your own or with other people, taking it in turns. And I'd really like you to have a go at the bonus question if you can. And that is, what could we take from this activity during the change of transition of leaving this school year behind? How might it help us to be more tree, or to try some of the things that we've done here today as we experience change in this week and the coming weeks? Take as much time as you need, and I'll see you soon. And we're back. If you think about why I've chosen a tree, trees experience a whole 4 seasons of change throughout the year, and completely different weathers, from rain to snow to hail to thunder to sunshine. And although they may shake, they may blow around in the wind, The bark might change slightly, and deciduous trees might lose their leaves and regain them. Ultimately, they stay rooted to the ground. They've got those strong roots. And I think if we remember our techniques, if we remember that we can cope, if we choose where we send our attention, then we too can be a bit like the trees, and we can weather the changes around us and still be okay. Your day 63 challenge then is to use one of the techniques that we've applied here today, whether that is focusing on breath or counting, whether it's having a spot in the distance to focus on, or whether it's picturing roots at your feet. I want you to see if you can use that in an everyday situation and just see if it makes a difference. Maybe you're at home, maybe there's a little bit of an argument with a brother or sister, and you take a moment to send your attention to your feet and to picture roots grounding you, so that you are in that moment completely present to the sensations in your feet, and that you are using your body language to feel that inner strength. Maybe it's a moment in class when your attention is drifting, so you maybe focus on a spot on the wall for 5 seconds and you count with that. Maybe it's just a moment where you want to breathe and be present to that. It doesn't matter what it is, just have a go at experimenting with what we've done today. See if you can be more tree, and if that helps you cope with the changes around you. Your EBI is to recruit other people to do this with you and see if you can have some fun with this, see if you can help each other to be more mindful. And as always, you can share with a wider audience, tell us what you're doing, ask questions, tell me what you want more of or less of, and just give an adult a nudge. They can share to Twitter, Facebook or Instagram. Details are on the screen. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.